Hello friends, Jeff here from House of Heresy and back once again with another pack cracking episode. We finally got our hands on some of the complete editions for Phyrexia All Will Be One. So for those that don't know, this is a special, what are these called? A special bundle pack that they put out that released actually a few weeks after the set release. So this came out in the first week of March versus the middle of February for the regular set of Phyrexia All Will Be One. And let's talk about what's different about them. So the regular bundles have some packs in them. You get a promo, I think the Rat King or whatever he was, and some other some lands and stuff like that, the usual. This one has some cool artwork. See, there's the borderless Elvish Norn and a different Elvish Norn. And then you get a really cool, fancy, shiny box. Then inside, besides the usual tokens and what have you, all Phyrexianized, as is part of the set. And then the actual contents, you got 12 set boosters, so all the different set boosters there. And you get one complete pack, and this comes with the Oil Slick variant, so you get 2 of each basic land, so 10 basic lands, and then 2 Oil Slick mythics. And then you get 2 land packs. And for this first video, I'll open these up afterwards. I probably won't. Actually, I'm not going to open this one up. So this land pack has all the extended art variants in them, and then this one you have a Phyrexianized Phyrexian Arena, which is pretty cool. And then it also has all the Phyrexian lands. So you get, looks like 4 of each, so it should be 20 of those. And as, I don't know if you can kind of tell, but already starting to bend a little bit. Go figure, not the usual form of curling. I don't know if that was just from the way it was sitting in there or what. We've had some very inclement weather out here, out west here, so maybe it's been sitting in the cold or something like that. All right, so that's the gist of it. So we'll get to the complete pack, or the complete edition pack at the end. But first, let's open some set boosters. So unlike the regular set boosters that you can buy, which I believe are printed in Japan, these ones are not. These ones are from America, so it's going to be a little bit different with the setup. It'll be the more traditional art card followed by the commons, or followed by a land. So you get art card, land, and then you get some commons and uncommons, and then you get into the actual rares and stuff, depending on what you get. And you can have a couple different rares, or more than one rare in here. So we get Encroaching Mycosynth as our rare, and then we got a foil rare, so we got Slowbad, Iron Golem or Goblin as the rare, and then we did get a list hit there. We got Lose Hope. So target creature gets -1 till end of turn and you scry 2. That's not terrible. Probably not the best thing ever. All right, so we'll just throw these down here for now, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that, and then make some room for mythics, which hopefully we'll get a few. Since this isn't an actual box, like set box, you're not necessarily guaranteed. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Oh, never mind. Yep, tokens in the back there. Okay, you're not necessarily guaranteed a certain distribution of like mythics or what have you. So you kind of get what you get with this. As far as I can tell, I mean, it's possible that they might have balanced it a little bit for the bundle, since these are printed differently than the other ones that I've seen. All right, we got Goliath Hatchery. This is actually one of the Phyrexia All Will Be One Jumpstart cards. And then our other rare is Mirren's Safe House with a normal foil and a token, a rebel token. All right, so that's kind of the flow of things. I will say that these packs open up quite easily, practically falling apart here. All right. Oh, we actually got a signature card. It's a pretty wild looking signature. That is from Gleeful Demolition. A minor misstep. It's a decent uncommon. Then we get Malira, the Living Cure, and a Duress. And a Poison Counter token, which I don't think they actually put on the double-sided one, so I'm actually going to set that aside because I'm going to be playing with my friends here in a little bit, and I built a brand new commander deck that would love to make use of those poison counters for everyone, so I'm glad to see that. So yeah, this set continues to be very popular. We are seeing the prices tick down, as you would expect, especially 3 weeks after launch. It took them a while to really start to come down. Some of them are holding steady or going up, but for the most part, as more and more supply hits the... oh, we got a Mythic. Oh, nice. What a good hit. Phyrexia Vindicator. Right now, this one isn't super expensive. I want to say it's like $5 or $6 maybe. But this is one of those ones that's gonna only go up in value unless it gets hammered with a bunch of reprints. But Phyrexian Obliterator is a great card, and it consistently holds value, and I think this one's going to be very similar. Has a similar function just in white. But that's a great hit. We'll take that as our first Mythic. And, oh, look at that. Mythic number 2, this one from the list. Soul of New Phyrexia. That is awesome. I will probably actually put that in my 5-color Phyrexian tribal deck that I just completed and intend to unleash on my friends tonight. All right, well, that's cool. There's actually some pretty wild list hits in the set boosters here. I don't know if anybody watches Bad Boy Gaming, Joey Moss's channel, but he actually opened a Sword of Feast and Famine, and then he's opened up a couple old Knob Bones, so there's some pretty wild stuff in here. But the Soul of New Phyrexia is very on theme and is quite nice, so I will take that. We've got Dark Slick Shores. Actually, we will track some lands there, because why not? Scheming Aspirant and a token. All right. So yeah, I actually don't get to open a lot of set packs because I don't pick the boxes up very often. Oh, another signature card, so that makes 2. That's pretty nice. This one is Kaito Dancing Shadow, so that's cool. I tend to stick, as I'm sure you've seen, to the collector boxes. That's just kind of my thing. I like those. I like all the fancy versions. And very nice. We got Miglaw's Maze Crusher. It's our rare. And Blue Sun's Twilight. Very cool. Ooh, and a foil mythic. Wow, this is turning into quite the bundle here. Drivnod Carnage Dominus. He's definitely not the most valuable of the Dominuses, but it's a great cycle in this set. So yeah, we will definitely take that for Mythic number 2 from the actual set itself, not from the list. So that is wild. All right. Well, not going to complain about that kind of a pull. The commons and uncommons. And we got Geth, Thane of Contracts, and the Dross Pit with a token. Yeah, it's interesting how they did the double-sided tokens. They either have a Rebel or a Might on one side, and then all the other stuff's on the other. But as far as I can tell, unless it's just super rare, they don't have any of the poison counter ones on there. And there's actually a couple of the packs. Oh, very nice. Got a Phyrexian foil land, which means a little bit less now that we get 20 of these in each of these bundles, but still an awesome looking land that I'm sure we'll continue to use for a while to come. And we got Miglaw's Maze Crusher ×2, Acidic Injector, and Priest of Gix. Very cool. Again, on point with the Phyrexian theme. All right, it's not too bad. Forgot what I was saying. Oh, right, with the tokens. Yeah, there's actually a couple of the ones with the Might on them that have 2 different versions of the Might on each side, which I thought was kind of interesting. The Phyrexian Mights. Don't know why they did that. It seems a little wasteful, because if you got it on one side, you certainly wouldn't need it on a second side. But hey, I guess it gives a little bit of variety with the art. Evolved Spinoderm is our rare, and a Basilisk. All right, getting down to the last 3 of the set packs here. Overall, doing quite well. This went far above and beyond what I thought it was going to do in terms of what we're pulling out of here. So, not going to be sorry about that. Got Encroaching Mycosynth and a Voidwing hybrid. And another poison counter, which I will set aside. Just need probably 2 more to have a complete set so I can pass them out to everybody. Although the app that we use to track our life and stuff actually tracks poison counters and stuff too. So I probably don't need it, but I guess if I go up to my LGS and play in our Commander League, it might be handy to have it. Monumental Corruption, that's a Commander rare, which means we will get a second rare mythic, and we'll get, ooh, very nice, another great hit. Ickermoon Gauntlets, this is our 3rd of the mythics, and this one's pretty good. This one only will appear in this style or foil. So on the collector packs, you only get this in the pack foil slot. And then otherwise you can find it just like this in a draft or a set pack. So this one, the sword and the staff are all mythic artifacts that are hard to come by. And actually, what's the red enchantment? All will be one. That one also only comes in these versions. With that said, they are in the complete edition as well, so you could potentially pull them there. All right. And our final of the set packs here for this bundle, which has been a phenomenal bundle so far. We really did quite well in the list and in the regular set cards as well. Getting the mythics that we did. Certainly no room to complain there. All right. And we get ourselves an Ovika as our rare. Risks Anointer, and we did get a list card. Scion of Draco, interesting. So this is out of Modern Horizons 2, another mythic. So we actually got 2 mythics out of the list. So pretty solid. This card, I don't know how much play it sees. I know I've never used it because any artifact deck that I would want to put it in, it won't really fit in because it's got domains. So you're really only reducing the cost if you got different basic land types represented. However, it does give nice buffs, so I might have to take a look at it. I don't know if the Gatherer changed this to a Phyrexian Dragon or not, because if that's the case, I might actually have to put this into my 5-color Phyrexia deck, because this would be pretty solid in there. Okay, and finally, what we've been waiting for, the Phyrexian Compleat pack. So this one does not open quite as easily as our set packs did. Okay, so like we talked about, the first 10 cards are going to be these oil slick. Ooh, very nice. They are actually textured and everything. They are gorgeous, simply gorgeous. So the first 10 are going to be 2 of each of the basics. So you have the plains, the islands, swamps. And then for some reason they put mountains or forests next and then mountains in the end. All right, and then we get to the meat of it. We get 2 mythics. And our first one is going to be Nissa, Ascended Animist. Very cool. This is not one of the more expensive ones. Put that down there. But still pretty cool. I mean, it's new artwork and then obviously a new styling there, so that's really neat. All right, and then our second one is Ickermoon Gauntlet. Very cool. That one is going to be, I don't think this one is also like super duper expensive relative to the other ones, but still a really good card. Definitely great in any Planeswalker deck, any Super Friends deck. Well worth putting in there. So yeah, very cool. All right, so quick recap. You just saw the 2 oil slick mythics that we had, and then we also got from the set we got another Echo Moon Gauntlet, Phyrexian Vindicator, and then a foil Drivnod Carnage Dominus. And from the list slot, we actually got 2 mythics. We got Soul of New Phyrexia and Scion of Draco. So yeah, this is a pretty good little bundle here. I mean, all things considered, we did quite well. So, as always, love to hear what everyone's thoughts are on this. If anybody's been able to get their hands on this product, I did pre-order a bunch, not a bunch, but I pre-ordered a few from a couple different sources for the more or less MSRP, the $80 price point. And then this one and my next video, I actually picked up locally from one of the big box stores. And it was a little bit higher. It was like $5 more. I think it was like $85. But still, I mean, relative to what they're selling it for online, that's not a terrible price. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed it. And I will see you all next time.